Такс. Ну что, продолжаем. Нести справедливость в галактику, так сказать. Захват. Секунду. Я начну. Да, блин. Послушаем пока музыку классную. Так, мы остановились тут. В некую кунду зашли. Что бы это ни значило. Возможно, это значит городской совет. Так, ладно. Эх. Вот теперь точно можно начинать.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the ship that just landed?
Так, ну-ка. Со звуком-то все хорошо? Ну, вроде да. Так. Очень приятно с вами встретиться. Я Буба.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
Я прибыла на этом корабле.
And unless
Да.
I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
Я предпочту, если вы сохраните это в секрете. Джедаев тут явно не любят. Или практически везде в эти дни.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
Я ищу джедаев. Не могли бы вы сказать мне, кого вы имеете в виду?
My friend, let's just call him Frook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
Он за мной не посылал, но я хотела бы с ним встретиться.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
Я вообще-то все равно пришла сюда, чтобы обыскать руины Анклава.
This could work to both of our advantage. You can search for artifacts for your own interest and also for Vrook at the same time. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Я могу здесь заняться какой-нибудь работой?
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Народ Антуину и правда ненавидит джедаев?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
Можно ли с этим что-то сделать?
I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
Окей. Всё. Так. Музыка прям что-то громкая. Порой даже голос перебивает. Так.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Чего вы ждете?
I'm here to get another pat in the back from the administrator and hear how unfortunate my situation is. That my problem is important and they'll get around to it.
I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now.
I fought in the war and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
В чем, собственно, ваша проблема?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices.
I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren.
But I can't farm without my equipment.
Ваше оборудование украли сталкеры?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare.
Что было у вас украдено?
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for credits.
Могу я что-нибудь сделать, чтобы помочь?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager.
If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful.
I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
Угу. Я посмотрю, что можно сделать.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Так,
A lot
персонал.
of people here hate Jedi, but when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
Что ты делаешь в Кунде?
I come here to speak to the militia and make them understand a truth. Something of mine they have in their possession. It's very unwise to stand in my way. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
И пошел.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavek.
Похоже, что на Дантуине произошло много неприятностей.
I don't even want to get into it. Ask around if you want to know the details. It'll just make my headache worse if I talk about it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose.
Звучит так, будто вы не одобряете Зерна.
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the Administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Это не походит на благоприятную ситуацию.
It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers, maybe see if Zeron isn't being completely honest with the rest of us, well then maybe he should be replaced.
Это вас не сделает капитаном?
I don't want to be made captain that way, but if my hunch is right, he's just about the worst person to leave in charge. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. If you have to do some footwork to check into things, you'll be compensated. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back. I just feel... I just have a feeling about it.
Так,
I'll
пару
tell you
вопросов
anything
о
that's
других.
public knowledge. Most militia news passes by me and Zeron. I might be able to help.
Меня интересовало, известно ли вам что-нибудь о проблеме Сулру?
Oh, you heard about that. We have so much to look into that Sulru's concern is pretty low on our list. We asked the salvagers, but they claim that the salvager responsible is nowhere to be found.
Понятно.
All right, stay out of trouble now.
Tochi monas runta, yun bola, watagratonchi mulira, pitasa cantone tosha, posoma britushniki tuk bamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un patno koktek, posoma britushniki tuk bamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un patno koktek, posoma britushniki tuk bamba, bora, dino molira nibonon, kin un patno koktek.
Что у вас за миссия?
Osmanfu ni wado de kuta na sapa. Tong itwamaji. Yumaliba to atong into tune. Osmanfu ni wado de kuta na sapa. Tong itwamaji. Yumaliba to atong into tune. Insoranaka megunsoji. Nekchi una bola monchi wataton. Sobodono biserchamaka.
Так, пару вопросов.
Roren, manama, kochpa ino shan opora.
Почему вокруг столько кентаров и катгончих?
Parachi no sukankadon, makamando runo intervelagino. Unisidom kanaki mochi so akadla. Kin kunma bolira. Posoma britushniki tuk bamba, bora. Dino molira nibonon, kin un patno, osmantu ni wado de kuta na sapa. Tong itwamaji. Yumalibato atong into tune. Malosafpiti manapasa. Hey, drogo yuto son zata.
Что вы знаете о наемниках?
Parachi no sukankadon, makamando runo intervelagino. Unisidom kanaki mochi so akadla. Kin kunma bolira michiki kun.
Так, ну ладно, показывай, что у тебя есть.
Kanaina doka che.
Кристалл. В принципе, неплохой, да? Так, это у меня есть. Неплохо. Так, но это я все равно не использовать не могу. Конечно, бесполезные броньки. Они вообще модифицируемые? Непонятно. Ну, вроде тут все модифицируемое. Силовая пика. Пика-пика. Ладно, продам все. Почему-то на разборке нету их. Так, окей. Ведь ничего интересного у него нету.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
Ни то, ни другое.
I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Я хотел узнать, нужно ли чем-нибудь подсобить.
Rare thing a visitor wanting to help out. Looks to me like you're here to explore the Jedi ruins. But we have a thing or two that need doing. You seriously want to help, just ask about it. Or any other questions you might have. You want something?
Что у вас есть за работа?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
Насколько опасно?
Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough.
Каково вознаграждение?
Credits.
2000? Я посмотрю, что можно сделать.
That's all I can ask. You want something?
Как Грейвик связан с ополчением.
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Так, ладно, я пойду. Ничего себе, насколько ты голодный. Ешь, ешь. Пернатый. Жри. Защитная дверь. Ладно, еще бежим в ту сторону. Но кажется, там кроме гаража ничего нету. Понятно.
Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time.
Welcome back to...
Такс. Пару квестов собрали. Собрали. Так, не помню, у него есть что-то? Властиянин, звездоход. Что вы продаете? Ну зачем вы здесь?
Retu contrada suma con chere non grum grum. Geraktada cemente bingaru rukutoto unde chuchur remananza. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemeno toto rere senesenten.
Кто такой Зерн?
Рento run to wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsadara nane gra dalunu tacholoren.
Ладно, показывай, что есть. Так, процессор для HK. Вот что у него есть. Но не подбирал ли я процессор? Кластер. А, нет, не подбирал. Дроидный процессор. Сколько стоит? 300. Берем. Так, смена караула. Поимка вора. Искупление. Угу. Угу. Понял, принял. Что? А. Даже крылья отпиздила. Что ты сделала с командой? Ну, стазис. ускорение. Поехали, пиздиться. Добрый вечер. Хуяси, обожите. А чё так больно? Я лицо потерял. О. Так даже не просто атакой, а шквалом. Хуёвый шквал. Другое дело. О, черта. Так. Заюзу-ка я вот это. Давай-ка еще раз стазис. Плохо. Ну добивай. Всё. Да попади.
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield.
Да ёп.
Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours.
Ты присягаешь мне на верность?
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy.
Ей подобные редки.
I heard they had a colony on the Mid-Rim, almost halfway between Onderon and Dantooine. Then, it wasn't there anymore. The whole planet was wiped out. Nothing left alive. No one knows why.
Она будет в порядке?
Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Дайте мне знать, когда она пробудится. У меня есть к ней вопросы. Да за что темную эту сторону? Так, вставляем. Не то.
My life for yours.
Ты в порядке?
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
Я об этом не спрашивал. Я спросил, вы в порядке ли ты?
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
Кто послал тебя? Точнее, кто прислал тебя?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
Как ты нашла меня?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it. I serve my
Так, да. Мне нужно узнать, где я могу найти твоего повелителя.
Cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me, even if I could lead you to my master. I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Готово.
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Моя жизнь важности не имеет. Твой повелитель угрожает далеко не только мне.
I cannot, I will not. I would die first and gladly to preserve you, untouched, unharmed. Now that I have found you, I cannot sacrifice what I have found.
Если он стоит за тем, что обрушилось на джедаев, тогда он должен быть остановлен.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Почему ты делаешь это для меня?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
Раз твоему повелителю затруднительно меня засечь, как же ты смогла это сделать?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Где теперь твой народ и твой мир?
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
Как он был уничтожен?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
И если твой родной мир был уничтожен, как же ты выжила?
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
Как если бы все внезапно смолкло.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KotOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
Ты была единственной выжившей?
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
Он заставил тебя увидеть?
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
И зачем твой повелитель показал тебе это?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
Как же твой повелитель уничтожил твой родной мир? Убийство под таких масштабов Невозможно.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Зачем твой повелитель уничтожил KotOR?
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KotOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
Зачем джедаи встретились на KotOR?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
Он напал на него, потому что туда пришли джедаи?
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Или он может от этого изголодаться? Сделаться отчаяние.
I do not understand what you mean.
Так, это уже повтор? Просто мысли вслух. Я же уже спрашивал. Да, это уже повтор.
I will answer what I can.
Это твой повелитель был послан к Пирагусу?
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you. I will answer what I can.
Я слышала, что ваш вид незрячий. Каким образом вы можете видеть?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
Я понимаю.
Is there something else you wished?
Так, ну-ка, расскажи мне о своем родном
It
мире.
is not a subject which I have spoken
А,
of.
это уже, да. Я повидала похожий акт разрушения на Малакоре.
I've heard tales of Malachor. It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KotOR and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact. I will answer what I...
Ну ладно.
Forgive me, but
Yeah.
before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Потому что я считаю, что ты можешь быть спасена.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Помощь другим не является слабостью. Это сила для обоих.
So you say. But it is not something I have observed or seen.
Что ты имеешь в виду?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories. Or the planet itself.
Мы достаточно поговорили.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Бам. Так.
General needs...
Новые, да, диалоги появились. Просто было интересно, чем ты занимался после войны. Вроде я не спрашивал. Зачем ты столько ездил? Слишком хорошо.
I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to make up for the things I'd done in the war. I wanted to design planetary shields, but there weren't many systems with the credits to spare. There was more that needed to be rebuilt and protected. I found out that Telos was going to be the flagship project for the Republic, and it sounded like something good. I saw Telos before the Sith raised it. It deserved a better fate. But Zerka ruined everything. I thought I could force Zerka out on my own, but I guess I can't fix everything myself.
Хорошо, что ты снова у нас.
It's good to be working with you again, General. Something else I can help you with?
Неважно. Даже репутация не бустанул.
You have befriended the seer?
Мироволка? Почему ты называешь ее провидицей?
Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. If you take her on as a servant, know that the Sith meet their end at the hands of their apprentices. It is not something I would wish to happen to you. This one you have saved has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her or her loyalty.
Так, повязано со своим повелителем, наверное. Я намереваюсь последовать по этим узлам к источнику, когда представится возможность.
Then you are learning.
Атон сказал, что ее планета была сметена, что это была единственная колония ее народа в этом секторе галактики.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
Ну, если весь ее народ видит через силу, тогда, может быть, кто-то хотел их ослепить.
The Mandalorians were right to respect you on the field of battle. The Jedi are gone, vanished. Now, an entire planet of Force sensitives wiped clean of life. And now this slice of the galaxy is blind. It is no coincidence. The two events are tied.
Кто-то хочет, чтобы этот сектор галактики был слеп к силе, чтобы стало можно свободно перемещаться. Или нанести удар без предупреждения.
I fear you are right. And I fear it may prove more than that. War is a hunger. And there are spirits in the galaxy whose hunger is never satisfied. But there is little to be done about it now. Watch the seer carefully. She may reveal more. Ask, and I will answer.
Так, когда Визас напала, она что-то сделала с моим зрением.
She did nothing to your eyes that was not already there. She has forced this upon you, but such crude methods are the markings of the Sith. Close your eyes.
Ну хорошо.
Feel this ship around you. The welding of the droid as it goes about its work.
Эй, вот этот 3 заклинил мотиватор.
Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive.
Эй, я слышу, как в нем что-то застревает. Его не до конца починили.
Ignore distractions and focus on my voice. The breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of KotOR, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
Мне были слышны ее мысли.
You are strong indeed. What you heard was surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned.
Но как это у меня получилось?
That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not, because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Мы получили +1 к бдительности и И восстановили часть своей силы. Связи силы. Блин, как я обожаю эту игру. За подобные моменты. Прям такой кайф. Все вот это погружение. Способности, силы, учение джедаев. Кайф. Так. Сейчас, секунду. Так, где дроид? Ремонт. Нет. Хорошая работа, рада это слышать. Плюс влияние. Похвалил, и он доволен.
Something up? All right. What?
Так, вопросы никакие. Ничего нового. Так, ну тогда возьмем вот Трасвизис.
is mine.
Она тоже компьютерщик. Ну ладно. Так. Будет она у меня бегать с двуручником. Джедай часовой. Угу. О, у нее ужас прокачан. Это хорошо. Ловкость. Ну ладно, до 20-ки раскачаем тогда ей. Он тоже хил. Пригодится. Ого. Удушение. Молнии. Все? Маловато. Так, держи вот это. Хотя рефлекс лучше. А че силовая палка на дне? Пика точеная какая-то. Так, куда я могу пойти? Могу в эту сторону, откуда идет. Понятно. А, у нас связи с визой-то нету.
A weakness is revealed. A weakness is revealed.
Так что на спидах только я.
I shall make this one see. I shall make this one see.
How do you like that?
Это на всех действует? Нет?
You are no
Какой отстой. Ну, работаем тогда через стазис. Жесть.
I shall make this one see.
Какой резистный. Так, и куда эту? Внутренний двор анклава. Ладно, рановато туда. Пойдем сначала вон туда. Понял, принял.
This one will fall.
Класс. Нет?
Let's go.
A weakness
Let's get this
is
over
revealed.
with.
Так, я помню, тут можно было как-то поведение задавать им. Нет? О. Да, вот это нужно.
Let's get this over with. How do you like that?
Так, тут у нас пещеры. А это у нас...
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
Что вы здесь делаете?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the western fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Почему вы этим занимаетесь?
I'm one of the Kunda militia. They need all the able bodies they can get. I was a Republic custom inspector before I came back home. Now I'm the closest thing the militia's got to an investigator.
Вы подозреваете инсценировку?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? It's just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something.
Что-то он не договаривает. Зачем вам реально нужны эти датчики?
I just really need them. It's important. Please come to me if you find any of the atmospheric sensors. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you find, whether they're broken or not.
Не знаете, где они могут быть?
No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. But I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Я посмотрю, что можно сделать. Мутный тип какой-то. Так, это тоже внутренний двор анклава. Угу. Да, сначала сюда, пещеру кристаллов.
I don't know about that.
Насчет чего ты не знаешь? Датчиков?
They are vitally important pieces of equipment on tectonically or environmentally unstable regions. But do you really need atmospheric sensors on Dantooine?
Хороший вопрос. Я просто вскрою один из датчиков и посмотрю, что внутри. Внутри атмосферного датчика спрятано устройство слежения. Теперь ясно, почему они так были нужны Сейди.
Nice job, General.
Эти датчики — веское доказательство того, что Зерон подрывает отношения с наемниками. Угу. А Баудур-то впечатлен.
This way.
Take them down.
To battle.
Срань, Господь, ну сколько их там. Да, толчок вообще не работает. Но зато стазис обычно не подводит. Подводит, ладно.
How may I start? Let's go. A weakness is revealed. This one will fall.
Ну ладно, они мягкие. Им легко справиться. Да хорош. О, молодец. Души его еще. Бестолочь. Длительность максимальная. Ну окей. Меч Маккасси. Угу. Так, ну пока, наверное, рано это качать. Стоит ли раскачивать убеждения? Ладно, раскачаю вот это. Да, что тут с ними?
You are no more.
How do you like that?
Почему их так сложно-то силой пробить? Что? Почему ты не лутаешь? Скрытность плюс 6, ловкость плюс 2. Ничего себе. Это ей дадим.
Feels like poison.
Кстати, а хил-то не лечит? Лечит poison. И это хорошо.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
Echoes. I feel echoes of the Force here.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect Force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals.
Было дело.
Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil.
Ты сказала, что кристаллы абсорбируют силу. Я чувствую себя странно, но не слабее.
The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force.
Расскажи мне больше об этих кристаллах.
The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers.
Ладно. Бегут, бегут. Вы только посмотрите на них. Пизди. Ну-ка, удушение вот на это говно.
Take them down. Let me handle this.
Угу. И жахай молниями.
Let me handle this.
Жахай молниями, говорю. Как это детеныш. Едрить. Едрить. Что ты такое? У меня есть что-то от милишки? Да. Ну-ка, стазис. Стазис, говорю. Какого хера? И все, что ты восстановишь? Так, а где это было? Понял. Ну не стойте, валите. Ой, бездари. Серьезно? Вот так вот. Ладно, просто защиту. Минус пояс получается. Уик. Или нет? Это он? Да, это он.
A weakness.
Плохо.
I shall make this one.
Теперь нормально. Так. Раздадим-ка всем щиты. От колющего, рубящего. Ну-ка. Пускай носит. А то тут ядом травит. Вот говнюк.
thoughts are disturbed.
Да.
The crystal.
Let's go.
My life is yours.
Так, давай-ка вот этого убивай. Катки сразу, да? Потому что это уже босс. Так, а ты ему особо тоже ничего не можешь сделать. Стазис его. Да, наконец-то. Я теперь пизди его.
The honor is mine.
Другое дело. С этими-то уж как-нибудь справимся. Так, а где бафы? Вот что на мне сейчас висит? А, видимо, только защита. Или нет?
To battle. Soon. The honor is mine. You are no match for us.
Русан Кристалл. Вот это что остался. Серьезно? Да вмажь ты ему посильнее. Наконец-то. Так. Кристальчики, кристальчики. Да вот же он прямо перед тобой. Попади уже. Кристалл Буба.
Crystal responds to you. This is very rare indeed.
Что это значит?
The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber.
Эти узы опасны?
Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve.
Кристалл напитывается из светлой стороны силы.
The crystal is in tune with you. It will use whatever water that pours through you, be it dark or light.
Ладно. Окей. Забыл проверить кое-что. Ну да ладно.
A weakness is revealed.
Просто идет куда-то. Игнорщик. Легкая броня и чани. Сопротивление огню. Так, ну по идее все зачистил.
Yuta pak mito, hai best nikta dochim mapao krawenosha. What a lord chiba fusot bachila nuba chubanok.
Мои извини. Мои извинения.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa.
Кинраты не нападают на тебя. Почему так?
Puta yanolya. Jukta gene chubawanki na jung winotun ma no mivrita.
Я исследователь, как и ты. Можешь поделиться со мной секретом?
Kavanatakalu. Kavanami donki krato. Kavanatakalu. Kavanami donki krato. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa.
У тебя есть лишние пахучие железа, которые я могу воспользоваться?
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
Да ладно, брось ты, дай подержать.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa. Huta yanolya. Jukta gene chubawanki na jung winotun ma no mivrita.
Ладно, можешь забрать ее.
Bawan madiransha yukamos krun. Nande misoku kuran marenden krabanosot.
Ты отличаешься от большинства встреченных мной наемников.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa.
Что ты знаешь о других наемниках?
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa.
Почему тебя держит не в теме?
Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusmak miki baranye doso so rika chondin. Wana magrable mogo.
Ты говорил про кристаллы.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa.
Энергия, о которой ты говоришь, является силой. Чувствую, что у тебя есть некоторый потенциал силы.
Kavadumpa, mo wendido chokerembi norta kunyun wish chawaka chuba. Sura dachi morotuko gansa.
Так, а если скажем, любопытно, я джедай.
Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa.
Ну ладно. Кажется, если я ему сдам, мне дадут темную сторону, да?
I don't suppose you found any of those atmospheric sensors.
Вообще-то нашли все 3.
That's great news. My offer still stands. I'll pay you 3,000 credits for all of them.
Уэ. Не так быстро. Мы нашли в них небольшой сюрприз.
I was afraid of that. So, how do we do this then?
Почему датчики находятся в средствах наблюдения? В датчиках находятся средства наблюдения.
Transmissions between the mercenaries and someone we don't know who. We know that the mercs are up to something. We just don't know what. We set those atmospheric sensors up to gather information. Now you know why we need those sensors. I'll pay you 5,000 credits for all 3 of them. That's about all we can afford. You make money and help us out at the same time. What do you say?
Ладно. Вам кредиты нужны больше, чем мне. Пусть будет 3000.
Yeah, that's admirable of you. Thank you. I'll get this back to Zeron when I get back to Kunda.
Such acts have their own strength about them. I had forgotten.
Это наверняка не поможет, но я не могла этого сделать. Не могла этого не сделать.
Principles of sacrifice and charity. These are things I have not seen in some time. I'm afraid that it will weaken you for what comes. But I have said enough, and you do not need my counsel. Your actions should, as always, be your own.
Боньк. Плюс уважение. А, это тупик. Типа и все. Можно пройти только конклаву. Баба, прекрати. Допак.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
Я слышал, что вы устраиваете поселенцам неприятности.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Их навыки могут относиться не только к военному делу. Это не недостаток.
You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different.
Что ты можешь мне рассказать про наемников?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Кто ваш лидер?
A Synthiate by the name of Azgul. He was an elite trooper from Malak during the Jedi Civil
Azgul.
War. He knows how to wage war.
Почему у вас не вышло раздобыть работу?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim, but they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
Так, чем занимаетесь в перерывах?
Ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
Так, еще вопросы? Ясно.
Can I help you?
Что на Дантуине делает кучка мандалорцев?
Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the galaxy who know our value. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
Да.
You asked for it.
Да, хорош. Вы вдвоем собаку не можете забить? Какого черта?
A weakness is revealed.
Да.
A weakness is revealed.
This won't take long.
A weakness is revealed.
How do you like that? How do you like that?
A weakness is revealed.
Да, дамага явно не хватает. Тринадцатый.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain?
Я не сталкер.
Oh, is that so? You're no mercenary, and with those armaments, this isn't a social call. You're at least thinking of heading to the ruins. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find.
Почему ты думаешь, что я ничего не найду?
Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda.
Там наверняка что-нибудь осталось.
The only thing left is the sub-level, and that's crawling with Legrex. And those things are smarter than half the salvagers here, though that don't take much. And don't be asking any pesky questions. You're new, and no one is gonna help you out.
Почему никто не захочет мне помогать?
Because there isn't enough salvage to share with the people already here. And a hungry newcomer is about as welcome as a diuretic hut.
Я иду в руины. И так путь был долгий.
If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And only a couple of fools have gone there. And they're now dead fools. Yeah, I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them.
Как-то это необычайно бескорыстно с твоей стороны.
Us salvagers that are still here have to stick together.
Чем ты здесь занимаешься?
I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
Кому ты это продаешь?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business.
Могу я взглянуть?
You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
Так, что у нас тут? С ограничением по ловкости. Харизма, мудрость, +1. Она продает джедайские ништяки, да. Ну тут, в общем говоря, сталкер. В разрушенном храме джедаев. Бывшая академия из первой части. Собирает всякие пожитки. Типа, эту академию разбомбили в первой части. Ситхи. С орбиты, вроде как. Мародер. Ну, по сути, да. Так, ну у нее только 3 брони и все.
What? Who is... You go down into the sub-level?
Ты ничего не слышала здесь про вора?
Don't tell me that flaming Solru sent you. I went over all this with Zeron. We've been hit by the flaming thief more than he has. Every other night it seems we find something missing. And it's not like we have much. We keep asking Zeron to help us, but he sends us nobody. So the thief keeps coming from the ruins or whatever hole he lives in and taking what's ours. If we ever catch him, we'll take our time killing him.
Жаль, нельзя, да. Убивать, так сказать, культурное наследие ордена. Пристыдить. Но, думаю, ее не получится пристыдить. Почему ты не пробовал сказать Сулу?
I hear he's planning to shoot anybody that goes on his farm. I'm just glad we're not the only people suffering. Maybe if he moans enough, the militia will do something.
Вор приходил из руин?
That's our best guess. Sneaky as sin, but Raylon caught a glance of him that way. We keep hoping the Legrex finish the thief off, but that would be far too easy for us. If you haven't met Raylon, though, he's not reliable. He's in the camp if you want to talk to him about the thief. If you must.
Так, понял.
Oh, a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity?
Кредиты и любопытство. Ты что-то продаешь?
Am I that transparent to you? Apparently this is so. I am Rallon, known throughout this camp for the many artifacts of value that I have uncovered. An expert, this is certain. A question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron?
Ты нашел голокрон? Я впечатлена.
You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. But you are lucky, for I will sell it to you for a low price. I ask a mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come.
Могу посмотреть голокрон. Вдруг он сломан.
I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently. As you can see, it is in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits.
Уж это впечатляющая поделка. Только вот не стоила она времени, которое ты потратил, рассказывая о ней.
How did you know? Well, I never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
И как же это не твоя вина?
This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap.
Значит, не ты его сделал.
No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us, and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my family and children.
Сомневаюсь, что у тебя вообще есть жена.
You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about?
Ты что-нибудь знаешь насчет вора?
You should talk to Durala. I've told her everything I know. I think I saw the thief by the ruins of the Enclave. I believe that the thief has to be living in the sub-level, because every place else has been visited many times by the salvagers. I didn't get a clear look at the thief. It was dark, and the ruins provide many hiding places.
Так что ты можешь рассказать о планете?
There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries, and us.
Ладно, пофигу. Ну, пойдем в руины.
Do you feel it? The wound on this
Опа.
world. It is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well.
Успеем ли мы?
We will know when the time comes. And I hope our enemies do not.
Announcement. You have caused us to expenditure a great deal of effort to find you, Jedi. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications.
Да, давайте наводим.
Come with us without resistance, Jedi, or you will come with us in pain.
Вам таки неведомо, когда следует отступить. Бам-бам-бам. У меня есть ионы. 6 штук. Ладно, кидай. Неплохо, неплохо.
I shall make this one see.
Systems failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Конечно, продамажили. Ну да ладно. Так, шасси. Все, последняя часть. Здорово. Плюс компаньон. Останется еще... Кажется, еще 3 останется, да? Потому что один только для мужского персонажа, другой для женского.
Let me handle this.
Да забейте вы эту собаку уже.
Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with.
Soon you shall know pain.
Как же ее прошибают-то? Используй силу. Алло.
How may I serve?
Тогда это пока закрыто.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want?
чем
I
проблема?
managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagrex. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered.
Где он? Может, я сумею спасти его?
I'm not going to tell you that. If you do rescue him, you'll just have to claim on the salvage. Jedi artifacts are rare enough these days without some newcomer coming in. So stay out of it, and we won't have a problem.
Что ты можешь рассказать мне о Лейгреках?
Nothing. Find out for yourself. I'm not interested in training the competition.
Ну
Now,
иди
if you
нахуй.
don't mind, we're going someplace
Стерва.
you can't eavesdrop on us, and get down to our business.
Бим. Так. Ну все, стопнем тут. Завтра начнем с этого. А то я планирую еще зайти в это. Палач.